And we should be good. Yeah, I think we should be good. Just checking if everything is working. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Why is the game not showing? There it is. Hey there. I think the mic is on. Just confirm if it's on. Just want to be sure. Yes, let's go. I mean, you know, like the thing is, I used to start each of my streams without the microphone. But hey, Jim. Hey, welcome. I used to start every single stream failing to turn on my mic, but I think I'm getting a hang of this actually. It's no longer an issue. So guys, today's stream is gonna be really unusual because I've done something I usually don't do. And that is, I actually had a nap before the stream. I was incredibly tired for some unknown reason. And I just passed out at 6 p.m. my time and had a good hour of sleep. And now I'm having a monster. So I'm kind of worried that I won't be able to sleep at all. So now I hope we don't die fast because yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'm gonna clean the kitchen or something. Afternoon naps are great. I don't know, Jim. I mean, I'm 39. I tend to enjoy them now more than I used to before. All right, so welcome, and let's set the stage for today's playthrough. We're back where we left off the last time, which is it's too dark to read. Which is this lovely little farmhouse on the outskirts of Irvington. And you know, we've done our due diligence clearing this place out because I really wanted to really wanted to base here. Now that this weather is horrible, you can barely see anything. Now what I'm not going to be doing right now is I'm not going to be looting all of these corpses because, well, let's just say our character here could use a bit of rest after all the effort. But definitely tomorrow morning when we wake up, the idea is to check out what types of items we actually have here and to check all the corpses for any useful things. But I can already see there are some really nice things, which is great. Nice, Blight. You're German, as far as I know, right? So it's evening for you as well. Oh, a leather jacket. Wheat. Okay, but I was supposed to go to sleep. You know, drinking coffee at 8 p.m. Most people would say that's actually not really... It's not smart. Okay, just some little house chores. Empty bottle is definitely something we could... Oh, the garbage bags. Hold on, I shouldn't be deleting the garbage. Yeah, exactly. I should not be getting rid of the garbage bags until I check them. Look. String? Okay. A cookie. See, I would have wasted a cookie. Okay, this crowbar is not in the best condition, but it's still a crowbar, isn't it? Now we can get rid of the garbage. So, guys, what you've been up to? I had an awfully busy week at work. Like, awfully busy. Maybe, now that I think of it, maybe I am overreacting a little bit. Quite a lot of work. Let's just put it this way. But nothing tragic. But it was difficult enough to have me not really have any energy to... Ooh, wine, gin. Yeah, this house is great. I mean, we've got everything we need. Absolutely incredible. But I did not have the energy to do any videos. I just felt that, hey Nash, hey, good afternoon. I did not have any energy to do any videos. I just felt that if I do something, it's probably just gonna be really bad quality. And I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna take it easy and I'm not gonna pressure myself. Because this is supposed to be fun. And if I start treating this like work, and, you know, think about deadlines and stuff, we're not getting anywhere. So no videos this week probably. Maybe I'll make something over the weekend, but we will see. You're editing with DaVinci. Now that's something I was considering for a while now, actually. How do you find DaVinci? Because I am not using DaVinci, I'm using something else. And I'm just... I'm not sure if I am missing out, or if it's, you know, just your typical editing tool like everything else. Why can't I open the canned chili? Because I want to get some extra food into my system before going to bed. It's probably because I don't have a knife. Okay. Why am I unable to open the can, even though I do have... Okay, that's weird. I'll figure it out later. That's fine. Okay, let's go to sleep. We'll take care of the house tomorrow. Get used to the shortcuts, etc. It takes a bit of practice because it's a bit of... Yeah, so I've been using shortcut, which is super easy, like incredibly easy. I should have thought maybe that if I go to sleep early, then I'm gonna wake up early, and I don't want to use up my lighters to light up the path or anything. So hold on, we're just gonna waste some time by sitting on the ground, and I'm gonna reorganize my inventory while we're at it. We're gonna make this drawer over here, this desk, the place where I keep all the electrical stuff like, you know, batteries, etc. What I like to do when I settle in is just to make proper space for everything. Oh, postcards. I love collecting postcards. You tried another program before, but sometimes you have an idea, want to realize and support. Did you share any of the things you do in the Discord? I apologize, I just don't remember. Now, this is much better. This should go to the car. Broken long stick is a broken long stick. It is what it says it is. But I could make a wooden rod out of it, actually. And wooden rod is something needed to make the fishing rod. So I think I'm gonna actually keep this. There it is. Besides, we need to level up carving anyway, for various different reasons. Okay, this fanny pack is gonna be my first aid. And this is gonna be my smokes and stuff. Yeah, so just to you know, kind of set the stage for today's stream a little bit for everyone. Now, this is not going to be an action-packed stream. We've had way too many of those in the last few sessions. What I'm actually hoping to achieve today is more of a, you know, slow and steady, without too much action. You know, I gotta get my character settled here. There's tons of stuff we need to do. We need to reorganize the base. We need to secure access to water. I need to secure access to heat because this place is incredibly cold. So this is actually gonna be focusing on more housekeeping stuff, but with some plans as well. So I am planning on going to Irvington because, I mean, obviously I'm gonna need some supplies from there and tools probably as well. So yeah, that's the whole concept. I think the area around the farm is clear, but you never know what's gonna pop up here and there. So this is what we're gonna do. Starting off with just reorganizing the space altogether. You want to make long play story videos? Cool. 100 days in. No Man's Sky. See, No Man's Sky is something that is so tempting for me. I actually have it. It came through some sort of a, I think it was on Epic Games for free at some point. So I actually have it, but I didn't play for more than 15 minutes. But it's just something that's really, that I think I would find incredibly engaging, because it's just the type of game that I like. You're begging for something crazy by saying this. Probably, yeah. You're probably right. We'll see how it goes. I mean, first I want to get everything in order. I don't like to have stuff, you know, like in different drawers. I like to have a drawer for all my cookware. I like to have drawers for spices. I like to have drawers for, you know, like non-perishable food and stuff. This is actually a well-equipped kitchen, by the way. All the different things needed to make all kinds of different meals, which is pretty great. Oh, I forgot about this whisk. Yeah, that's cool to hear, Jim. So, it might sound like something incredibly boring, because right now, essentially what I'm doing is I'm just moving stuff around. But once you do that, once you have the sort of a idea of how you want to have your base structured, it then becomes, it makes sense. Oh, 2 bottle more glasses, that's cool. Crackers. Oh, hold on, guys. I think my wife is... No, it's not my wife. Somebody was writing to me, but it was not the missus, so it's cool. This I don't need. Delete it. And... Jesus, the weather is just incredibly bad. Now let's add some flavor into all of this. Let's place the plate on the table. It always looks nice. A teacup. See? Much better. And I think this bottle of gin will actually look nicely next to these. There, much better. I wouldn't mind having some, you know, some light because it's really dark. But that's okay. Oh, and an empty glass. I think empty glass is gonna fulfill this nice little setup over here that we have. Cool. I just need to find a fork and a knife to make this whole thing like look exactly how I want. Okie dokie. Now what I am worried about is that I am able to open the... I'm gonna go cry, guys. I'm gonna be back in a moment. No, I'm just kidding. After all the effort... God, I fucking hate this game sometimes. After all the effort I've done... I went out without a mask on. That's what happened. You know, all my energy is gone. But I know what I need to do. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I didn't have my mask on. Oh, I'm devastated now. I don't know what to say. I am literally devastated. Okay, let's just ponder this for a moment. So here's the deal. By the way, I'm gonna do something I was supposed to do at the start of the... I'm gonna do something I was supposed to start at the beginning of today's stream, that is to show my mod pack, because Tim, who's been incredibly vocal in all the comments, was asking me to show this. I don't have many mods, but this is basically what I'm using. But there is one thing that I should turn on. No instant death. And yeah, I don't care. If that's not the way you're supposed to play this mod, no. Those of you that have been with me last week, this Monday, you remember I was saying how devastating it must be if you're playing a character for a longer like period of time, and then all of a sudden you just die. Now, you know what I'm thinking? What happens if I just re-roll this playthrough and just create a new character? Would they spawn in the same... I know, Jim, I know. I'm just saying, like, I don't really care. It's, you know, you're supposed to have fun. So I'm just curious what's gonna happen if I re-roll the character in the same... it's this build. In the same save. And we're just gonna have her twin sister. How could I do something so stupid? Jesus! 15 minutes in. Now when I think of it, something that I wasn't really talking about a lot in streams, but I am a huge fan of football. Specifically Arsenal FC. And I like to find parallels to sports in real life. Okay, so she actually... So she spawned exactly the same place. Now the issue is... Obviously, I won't have a car now. I'm actually considering doing something really bad, which is to just go into debug mode. Yeah, we can talk about the gym in a moment. We can absolutely talk about it in a moment. I'm actually considering going into debug and just teleporting my ass back into that house. Simply because the way that she died was so stupid and lame that, you know what? I don't think that's a bad thing to do. Hold on, I'm just gonna teleport back into the base. Let me just launch it in debug mode. So now we can talk about getting medication for being an Arsenal fan. You probably can, but I think it's easier to get medication if you follow Manchester United. But the way that the reason I did bring that up originally was because you know, when you're sometimes you need to put on a player as an emergency because, let's say, somebody got injured, it's a very close game, and they don't have any chance of warming up and getting their head into the game. I think this is exactly what happened to me. I felt like it's terminal. Totally. I think I just went on the pitch completely not warmed up, and I scored an own goal because I didn't know which side we are actually attacking. So it's the equivalent of what I've done. Funny story about me being an Arsenal fan. And whenever I say this story to anyone, people usually laugh. Some of you know that I was actively looking for a job. Yeah, Nash, I had no mask. I just got out without a mask. So some of you know I was actively looking for a job earlier this year, and it took me a while. It took me longer than I would have expected. And it took me long enough to reach a point at which I really started to be worried, essentially, that, well, things are not looking as rosy as I would hope. And I eventually got into this process, into a job that I have right now. And it was a 3-step process. First, I had like this initial interview, then I had another one interview with people, and then finally, oh, hold on. And then finally, I had a 3rd interview with the ultimate decision maker. Okay, so with the most important person, it was the person that would say go or no go, right? Lovely guy, British. And we were, you know, talking about, you know, like work and stuff. He was asking me all different questions. It was a very informal discussion. And for some reason, we started to talk sports because one thing he brought up in the interview is how do I envision team building and, you know, my approach to team building. And I said, you know, that building teams is a process, it takes time, and it takes making mistakes and stuff. And I also said I know a lot about it because I am an Arsenal fan, so I understand that building something big takes time, takes effort, and usually is painful. And the guy is like looking at me, and he says, "Oh, you should have said that. I am a Tottenham fan." And for those of you that don't know, Arsenal and Tottenham hate each other. This is like legit hate. And I got instantly white on my face. I had like, you know, like cold sweat on my back. And I tried to wiggle out of that somehow. But I felt if I'm not gonna get this job just because I, you know, spilled beans about being an Arsenal fan, I would hate myself for that. But no, he was really chill, and you know, I got the thing, and yeah, I think it's been going on pretty well, at least for now. So guys, I am doing something shameless. We are using VAR now. There was like offside. Offside was called. We are teleporting here, and I'm gonna turn off debug mode and just play the right way. Don't hate me for that. VAR that actually works. Yeah, not in the Prem. not in the Prem. The Premier League, you know, the officiating in the Premier League is something else. It's a different level of complexity. You would never understand the way that the refs in the Premier League do call any kind of a game. No consistency at all. You just hate to see that. Anyway, we'll see. Mask on. That's important. Mask on. Oh, that's sweet, Jim. So we're gonna have a lovely weekend, I guess. Oh, a big game ahead. I am on the side that Liverpool and Arsenal are the two most well-built teams in England. And probably, if you look at it from the global perspective, I think from team building, Liverpool and Arsenal are the best built teams in the world right now. And the fact that PSG has won Champions League really doesn't matter, because it was just a weird season altogether. But I cannot wait for the game. That's gonna be fun. I still think you guys are gonna win, simply because it's Anfield. But I'm not really worried. Even if Liverpool is going to get 3 points at Anfield, we're going to take those points back at the Emirates. So it's not going to be a title deciding game, that's for sure. Okay, guys, we're back. We're back to playing video games. I think what happened was he failed to innovate. What happened with Wenger, same thing happened to Nokia. If that makes sense. I saw this really, I read a really good interview with the former CEO of Nokia. After, Nokia essentially failed to be relevant anymore, became irrelevant, and the guy was devastating, saying they've made all the right decisions, they've made all the good choices a company should do, they played it safely, no risk, and they still failed. And that's what happens. If you don't innovate, especially in today's world, you're cooked. There is no other way around it. You're cooked. I like this walking zombie. It's nice that they've added this walking zombie here. It's cool. So the sad thing is, obviously, I had quite a nice kill count after 4 days, so we'll have to build it from scratch again. But okay, I'm fully covered, so there is no risk of dying. Here is my sister. Oh no. We're gonna need to give her some sort of a proper burial later on, but first, yeah, I'm just gonna... I would have to take care of her until she starts to, really smell. Jeez, that's horrible. See, so many good stuff on her. I miss old Nokia. Look. What was that noise? The old Nokias, they were indestructible. I'm physically recreating the character. So, everything. I'm gonna use the spare mask just in case. Nokia's used for napping. Imagine the spearhead with a Nokia. The damage on that thing would be crazy. Now, the problem with Nokia is that they did not exist in 1993. Or at least not to the extent that we would associate Nokia with, right? And that's essentially one thing with Project Zomboid, because like with modern technology, we tend to get what we tend to do is think about the fact that many things, like say solar panels, which are pretty common these days, right? I mean, a lot of people have their own solar power. This was not a thing in 1993, so there is this cool mod that adds solar power, which I love, by the way, but it just doesn't feel right. You're not supposed to have your own solar in Kentucky in 1993. Sorry, it's just not immersive. Alright, I think I grabbed everything. Well, we're not gonna leave a corpse like naked over here, so I'm gonna put these things on her. Which, okay, she doesn't... It's still a naked corpse, fine. Well, whatever. Am I fully covered, guys? I think I am, right? Jesus, I'm worried. I don't want to get out now. I'm super scared. Well, hold on, let me just make sure. Let me just make sure. Okay, why didn't it say I'm fully protected? I think I am. Thoughts on KMZ mode that gives you a positive trait, removes negative traits after you kill X. Never used it, but my like thought, the concept, makes perfect sense. Okay, it doesn't say I'm fully protected. Now I'm super worried. Let me try one more time. Let me take off the mask. And let me put the mask on again. If I get out and die, we need to figure out something else, because then the game is bugged. Woo! Oh jeez, I was so scared. Yikes. Okay. I want to check these corpses quickly for things which could be useful. And by useful, I mean cigarettes, I mean any kind of like digital watches. Some jeans as well, because I can use them to make denim strips and use them to like improve my my outfit and the protection it gives. Not too much though, because I don't want to carry too much. Okay. This is oh, leather coat, even more protection thanks to the leather strips. Screwdriver, why not? Now I don't have the energy to go over every single corpse because there are so many. Probably should. Oh, a cigarette pack. Oh, almost full. Sweet. Yeah, so I tried with dynamic traits. And it was actually a good experience. I think it's even still installed on, in my like game folder. It's just not on. Ah, hold on. I left the scissors here. There they are. Let's cut it all up. Why can't I cut it? Huh? That's weird. I don't get it. It shows that I cannot cut the... Alright, I'll figure it out later. It's not the most important thing right now anyway. Maybe something's not right. And it tells me, oh, I know, guys, it's too dark. Okay, all right, now it makes sense. It's just too dark to do these things. So I should probably just get out. Oh, it's not too dark. I do have screwdrivers in, okay. Or is it really that dark that it's even... Now I can do it, okay. See, so it was just too dark. Oh, and it's incredibly cold. Horrific wind chill. Yeez. I'm gonna do it later. So what do you... Does it mean that I have to just stay put for a while and not get out? Wait for the snowstorm to go away? Because if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but in Winter is Coming, you get this incredibly strong like snowstorm for 2 or 3 days, and then things will slow down and get a bit better. So maybe the whole thing is I just need to literally weather the storm and continue once it's better. Not on favor. Okay, so let's make my snack drawer and my non-perishable food drawer. Okay, food-wise, I am good for a solid period of time. With all of these different things. Canned fruit beverages. I forgot how much stuff I looted from that small convenience store. Now I was thinking about this the other day. It actually it's pretty grim to think about these things, but I was thinking what would happen if all of a sudden, you know, all the people, they would just disappear. Yeah, I know. Like, don't ask me why. It was just a mental exercise, and I was kind of considering if I would survive, and if so, how would I survive? And when I thought that only in where I live, there's like a huge, it's like a Gigamart type of a store, and I have 2 of them. Literally walking distance, and by walking distance I don't we would face, like we as in people who would survive any kind of an event of this kind would be actually healthcare, because you can don't let the Eternaut win. Yeah. Totally. Because I mean, surviving, you know, like getting food and stuff should be fairly easy. Like getting gasoline with all the different cars, also easy. You would be able to live off siphoned gas for years. But the one thing that you would probably not be able to kind of bypass, unless you have the necessary skill sets, would be healthcare. If you would get some sort of a, you know, some sort of a condition, there is probably no way you would be able to cure yourself. And I'm not talking about, you know, getting a cold, because cold you can manage on your own. I'm thinking more severe stuff, like dentistry, like anything related to your teeth. There is no way you can do that on yourself. You cannot fix your own teeth. So yeah, don't ask me why I got these thoughts. It was probably because I was playing too much Project Zomboid. Okay, these bags are... What do I have here still? I have the sling bag with all the different... okay. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna organize this as well. What I would like is to find a toolbox, because I always like to organize my tool roll. I prefer the regular toolbox. And this I'm taking upstairs. Self-dentistry. A pair of pliers and a lot of alcohol. So, did you guys see the movie Castaway? The one with Tom Hanks? It's kind of what he did, right? With the issue that he had. Take cigarette. Since the weather is so horrible, what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna grab the books that I have here. And these are actually good books. I'm gonna need both the animal care and the agriculture. And I'm just gonna get inside the car, because the car has this little light on inside, and I'm just gonna read them. Wait it out, see if the weather improves for tomorrow. It's just too cold to do anything. Oh shit, bird, yeah, then you're doomed, absolutely. Yikes. See, that's what I said about, you know, like having access to proper medical, like, care in general. So there are things you are capable of, you know, finding workarounds for, but there are things you won't be able to find workarounds for. If I'm not mistaken, that's day 1 of the snowstorm. So again, this is just based off the little experience that I have with playing Winter is Coming, but I think there is 2 more days of like heavy weather, and then things should slightly improve. And once they improve, it's time to really go out, forage. I will also want to go to these nearby houses, because just on the main road, if once we get out to the main road and go left, there are a couple of houses that could potentially have some loot inside. Oh, she doesn't need a lot of sleep, that's for sure. Yeah, it's really dark. Really dark. Back to reading books. But the storm is not as heavy as it was. See, there is no more like heavy winds. So that's good. I don't think I have the I'm not sure I have the frequency. Oh, I actually do. Lol, okay. Let's listen to the ABS. EBS. The average temperature of -8 is not bad. Mild winds, also not bad. Extremely uncomfortable. Well, I cannot blame her, to be honest. Come on, finish this up. 4 more pages. Okay, cool. Oh, why did I turn on the engine? I didn't want that, sorry. I'm gonna use the book later on as some, you know, fuel for some fire. Okay. Now the first thing I want to find, guys, is just some stones. Because I want to set up a campfire in front of the house. If I want to get myself warmed up or have some warm food, it would probably be a good idea. Now stones are fairly easy to find. I'm not gonna forage. See, I missed those there. I'm not gonna forage because I think foraging with a gas mask on should be difficult. So we're just gonna do it the easy way and just pick up whatever is on the ground. And I think these are twigs. Alright, cool. Campfire. Oh! Oh, that's nice. It's -25. It's really cold. Really cold. Yeah, the power is the power and the water are out from day 1. So you start with all the food rotten and no power and no water. Now the one thing that this particular farmhouse does not have is... Oh shit, guys, hold on. I forgot to give medicine to my dogs. I'm gonna be back in like 60 seconds, sorry. Okay, I'm back. Drug the dogs. Yeah, kind of. No, not really. Both of my dogs have some like gut biome issues, and they just need some supplements to, you know, to improve their digestive systems. And normally it's my wife who would be giving the dogs the medicine before their food, but she's not home, and don't tell her. Don't tell her. Because I'm gonna be in trouble. So the thing with my dogs is that they were like having tons of different medicine. One has an issue with hormones and stuff, so they are on different types of medication, but we are trying to cut down on the number of things that they are given because you know, it's also not good. By the way, do I get any debuffs to foraging with the gas? Oh geez, I do have 20%. Not gonna be effective foraging. Oh. Mushrooms. Maybe I could make some sort of a stew. What's my what's ah okay, she's brand new, right? I won't have I wouldn't see any impacts on her weight because it's a brand new character. Makes sense. Yeah, I would love to find some mushrooms maybe. What about here? Oh, grape leaves, also good. Yeah, it's useless. Gotta wait for the weather to clear out completely. Because it's just a waste of time. Hey, they would love that hot sauce. They would absolutely love cheese. The cheese stacks, right? Especially the little guy, because I have two dogs. The larger guy, he's very suspicious of anything new that we give him. So what we would mostly do is give them. We would give them some sort of, like fruits or vegetables sometimes when we cook. I don't have anything to do like a proper meal though. So that's something that he would probably sniff a bit and say, nah, that's not for me. But the little guy, he's gonna eat everything. It's the type of a dog that first he's gonna eat and then he's gonna think. So that's the thing with him. Okay, I need some structure because I am just going around in circles. I should try and focus on getting access to water. In order to do that, I would probably need some sort of a vessel, like a bucket, preferably a barrel. Oh, a paint. I don't have a brush because I could use these paint buckets to collect water, but as you can see, I am unable to empty them. Which, it makes no sense whatsoever. I'm just maybe gonna get out just to be sure, but what it suggests is that you are effectively unable to just pour the paint out. Yeah, there is no liquid option. And if I just drop it, then it's not gonna collect any water. Because this would be good to collect the rainwater, but okay, that's not the thing. I do have what's my surplus water in all the sinks and all the other appliances. This has 15 liters. This has 20 liters, and this has 20 liters. Oh, and I have a bathtub. Okay, so water is not an issue, at least for a while. So the next thing is heat. Heat is covered with the campfire. So what I should probably do is try and set up some sort of a way to get some nutritious food. Probably by trapping, I guess. What are the... Where is the trapping? Where is it? Where is it? Is it under survival? There it is. Oh, wow. Just that? I don't have any traps? No, I do. A plank, a hacksaw, and some twine. Or... Okay. So I guess twine is the thing I need. Where's my closest river? I don't have a river, I have a pond. Actually, right next to my house. Yeah, fishing is definitely my go-to source of nutrition. But in order to fish, I could probably use some dogbane. If I could find some dogbane, I would be able to make twine. Oh, mushrooms! Sweet. If I could find some dogbane, oh, and berries. Then I could make twine, and if I could make twine, I could probably, yeah, I could probably make traps. Besides, I gotta forage for these things because we're gonna be focusing more on sort of a wilderness survival. Tree branch? Yeah. Oh, you're right. I didn't think that I could use the barbecue inside. Oh, a cricket. So that's actual bait. Now all I need is some dogbane. Because I don't think I found twine in the house. I don't recall. I was about to say we're about to hit level 1 or level 2 in foraging. Before I picked that up. Foraging is just... I mean, look at it, guys. It's way too OP. Finding so many things. That's why I love the skill. It's such a nice skill. Oh, this is a herb. And a drying rack. Yes, that's what I need. I need a drying rack, 100%. To be able to dry all the herbs I find. I've actually made the thumbnail with a character making a drying rack. You can try digging for worms for bait. That's true. That's very true as well. Yeah, but no dogbane actually. Yep, that's the announcement. My wife is home. Limestone. Somebody was asking me in the comments under one of the videos that they are unable to find limestone in all the mineral deposits they were kind of, you know, exploiting. They could never find limestone. So if by any chance the person that was asking this question will watch this VOD or is on stream, limestone has a different color. So this is your regular color stone. It's grayish. Now limestone is beige. So this is limestone. Hey, love! Oh, jeez. You guys got any ideas how to tune, like, turn the volume down on a dog? I don't think they have, like, a volume setting, right? Do I have a... I think I have a... I do have a mortar and a pestle. I could grind up some comfrey, actually. And I'm gonna do that. Not that I would need it. Because it's used to heal broken bones. But, you know, it's better than... It's better to have it than not. Nice. Whisper. We try to teach Gucio this. Let's just say he's a hard sell. He's doesn't want any of it. I can still hear him in the kitchen. So frustrated. Okay, I gotta remember that I did took my mask off. She's gonna eat all the berries. I do have an NVIDIA. I'm actually I'm playing on a notebook. It's a Lenovo Legion. It's nothing high end, but it's also like it's not bad. And it does have an NVIDIA RTX 3070. But I think the background noises add, you know, they make the stream more genuine. I don't know. Now that I have mushrooms, I could potentially fry them. Okay, so that's the second wooden rod. I think I put the first one here. So I would need 2 more to make a trap. Well, the problem is I don't have twine, and I don't think there was any twine here, right? We didn't find any. I'm just gonna double check. But it's not here. Your dog, someone. Sorry about that. I hope that's not a big issue. Yeah, no twine. Over here, maybe? No, it's just a leather jacket, which actually is better than the regular jacket that I'm wearing. All right, cool. I'm gonna check downstairs just to be 100% sure. Yeah, no twine. Okay, so what I'm thinking... Oh, hold on. Okay, this is just a spinning wheel. It's not gonna help. Twine. Maybe I should just try and loot the nearby houses. I mean, it's middle of the day. Let's see. You never know. Maybe I'll find something. She just gave me a sweet nose and poke and nozzle and went for a drink. Nice. So there will be 3 houses. One next to another. Really close from here. I just wanna see. Oh, piggies. I have piggies. Sweet. I just wanna go out and see. McCoy logging. Oh, I forgot that it makes no sense to read these anyway. Okay. Doesn't matter. Ooh! Okay. Yeah, I got confident, you know, no zombies anywhere, but yeah, we haven't cleared all of them, so... But not a lot, this is manageable. Yo, the range on this rake is just deadly. Oh, there's plenty of them in the background. I mean, not the background, in the backyard. Okay, apparently it's gonna be a bit more difficult than I thought. Okay, but we have the fence. We're gonna use the fence. That's cool. Yeah, so that's my thinking. Just, you know... Okay, that was bad. That didn't work. Hey, babe, how was it? Did you manage to get everything? Nice, congratulations. Ah, you wanted to bite me, huh? No way. So one of the things, I haven't played too much Project Zomboid the last few days. Not in Build 42. I did play a lot of Build 41 the last couple of days. And you guys cannot imagine how different it feels. On many levels, it's like a different game. Especially combat. Combat feels totally different. So if you have to switch from one to the other... Oh, look. It actually feels really weird. Well, hello there. Oh, an Atari. I actually have exactly the same Atari already. Okay, it's gonna take some time too. Oh no 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 no! That's really bad. God, I hate trees. Whoa, there's even more coming from the backyard and over here. Okay, I gotta get this under better control. Oh, plenty more are coming. I don't know. I don't like this. I think I'm gonna kill one or two and just come back tomorrow. Unless these hits land and do enough damage. Okay, they did. I hate it when they shove you. Yeah, and I'm already starting to show signs of tiredness, so... yeah. I'll go get him tomorrow. Slow and steady wins the race, right? You don't want to push things. Besides, I got supplies to last me for days, if not weeks, so there is really no point in taking things like super fast. Those whiffs will kill you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It feels like different gens of Pokemon. Okay, that's a nice comparison. And the only reason I went back to Build 41 was I was playing multiplayer. I actually had a super successful playthrough, by the way. We managed to get into Louisville. We managed to get into those. Hold on, what can I do with the Flintstone? This can be added to. This can be used as the spearhead, right? It can. So I could use this as a spearhead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go and find the remaining 2 tree branches to make the to get enough wooden rods to make traps, and maybe if I find more, then also for the fishing rod. This is a log, twigs. This is a tree branch over there. Oh, a lot of vegetation. Yeah, 100%. I would like to make spears my primary weapon, but you need materials for that, right? And as far as I know, the only way to get saplings, which are kind of what you need for spears, is either through foraging or through cutting, like chopping down trees and bushes. And I don't have any means. Well, I do have the hatchet, so technically I could maybe remove these bushes. That's just tree branches. I need saplings. There it is. Got it. The hatchet, the hacksaw, and the hammer. Yeah. 100%. So I do have a spear now. I have a couple of tree branches. I'm gonna carve them into wooden rods. Oh, using a sharp flint flake. That's cool. The, you know, caveman style. Hey, Gabor. Good evening. A cool mod would be to change the grips on shaft tonight like golf clubs. Yo, that's actually a cool idea. You could use like different types of materials to make the grip more firm. Maybe by doing that, reduce the you know, the wear and tear that the character takes, because, you know, they don't need to like firmly grip because they have a better grip. Okay, well then, since we've already been fighting today, I'm just gonna wrap up the day with reading some books. We're gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna go back to the house again tomorrow to clear out the rest. Now I'm thinking, where could I find like an antique oven in this area? I don't really recall a place that would have an antique oven in this location. And I don't want to go into the online map just to check, because no. At least I know the layout of the house. Like, I memorized it. Might be a good... Oh shit, I forgot to... I forgot to smoke, actually. Which store? Take care, Blight. Have a good one. Have a good one. Thanks for joining. Ramon, which store do you have in mind? Where is it? Gotta go grab the sleeping pills. Oh, I actually have them with me. Huh. How convenient. Yeah, but where is it? Which location? Drenched. You're gonna catch a cold. I don't have anything. I have a dish towel. The only thing that I could eat. Jesus, I took a wrong turn. I have a dish towel which I could use to dry myself a bit. We don't want to catch a cold, right? It's not smart. Didn't do much. Did do a little. Well, good morning. Why so sad? Have some gummy bears. You got me there. Okay. You see, the thing with this game is that you never know. Maybe there is some sort of an antique oven store somewhere that I'm not familiar with. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one, actually. There are so many different places that, you know, you're not aware of, that this could be a thing. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that house. Antivenberg, yeah. You just gotta get on the north side of the river, and they have plenty. Facts. Now the thing is, with my motion sickness, I have to be really mindful of the distances I am covering with a car. Okay, here they are. Oh, somebody's trying to eat my pigs. Now, we're not gonna be doing that, sorry. Nice. Man, spears are so great. Such a good weapon. If you could only figure out, I mean, there are ways to make them stronger, obviously. But they are just so OP. Haha. Yeah, I have to harden them. I should be doing that. Harden them in the fire, 100%. Now the build that I have is actually should be good with spears, because it's a DIY expert, so I do have lots of maintenance. In fact, my maintenance skill is 6. Due to all the different, you know, traits that I've added. So this alone makes these weapons really durable. Oh wow, there's a whole group over there. I'm gonna move the car just in case. I don't want to end up not being able to get back to it. And again, I'm just gonna use the fence to fight these guys. Oh. That was a bad miss. Here they come. Man, there's really a lot of them. Even in these remote locations, there's really a lot of zombies. Ah. Almost. Oh, it broke. Yeah, but it did the trick. Did manage to get quite a few kills. Okay, this looks much more manageable now. Hold on, let me catch up on what you guys were writing in the chat. Bone spears. Yeah, we're not fighting zombies inside a house. That's deadly. Always want to have some sort of a... Or just... Okay, well, we could be doing this all day. That makes no sense. Yeah, fighting inside a house is just, you know, asking for trouble. Is that all of them? I think it is. Okay, so we came for the twine. But I wouldn't mind... Oh, a pancake mix and a muffin tray! And I'm gonna take the dish towel as well, just in case I'm gonna get soaked again and I will need to... A jar lid. Nice. Just in case I will need to dry myself. That was scary. This I can dismantle. Kentucky Farmer. Okay, let's check the upstairs. Well, that's not a twine. That's not a twine as well. Also not a twine. There's something inside here. Yep. Oddies! Painkillers. First aid. A hair iron and a hairspray. Okay, that's everything that I would say is useful. Everything else is just useless. So, no twine, guys. Not here. I was actually trying to do that. So I wanted to forage for Dogbane, but I did forage a little, but wasn't successful. I'll probably try again later, especially now that there is no snowfall anymore. So you don't get the negative modifier, which I was getting earlier due to bad weather conditions, but I still get a debuff because of wearing the gas mask, right? Yo, what is this t-shirt? What loot settings? Well, the default settings for winter is coming, so it's probably... let's check it actually. No, it's not in this context menu. It's in meta, I guess. Is it in meta? What is it? Oh, there's a separate category. Is it the default for Apocalypse? I think it's the default for Apocalypse. I'm not sure though. Slowly grinding electrical. Maybe one day we're gonna reach level 3 and I will be able to connect the... the generator if I find one. That would be pretty incredible. I don't have a needle? I think I do. Yeah, I do. Over here. I have a needle and a thread, exactly. So now that it's daylight, I should be able to cut these into strips, exactly. Taking our time, right? Okay. I'm gonna fix up all of my clothing and reinforce it. I think starting with the jacket. Yep. Now I probably used up a lot of water to do this. But all in all, I'm not worried. Because it's absolutely worth it, this extra protection. No, not yet. I don't have the skill level. I need to actually work on carpentry. I do need to work on carpentry because, yeah, getting those... getting the rain collectors. It's what, level 3, isn't it? Or actually, no! Hold on, you don't need the rain collector. Hold on. Where is the not the farming, where is the animal things? Is it under farming? What's called the thorough? What's the name of the thing that the animals use to like you use to feed animals? I always forget. A throw, yeah, exactly. Thank you. So this actually needs carpentry level 1. And this is collecting water effectively. I should do that. I should absolutely do that. Hold on. And I'm gonna do it right now. I just need to find some nails. Because nails is one thing I don't have. A hammer, a hacksaw. I do have, I don't have nails. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm such an idiot, guys. I got twine. Ah, stupid. Okay. We're gonna make a trap. The snare trap is for small animals and ANBZ, no worries, I mean, feel free to ask questions. The stick trap is for birds, the snare trap is for small animals, which I think actually the snare trap makes much more sense now that I think of it. So I'm gonna get a plank. NBZ, to answer your question, you probably like this mod, right? This one for clothing. It's extremely useful. It's extremely useful, and I always forget how it's called. Hold on, I gotta check the... It's called PZ Clothing UI. That's the thing. It's one of the most... my favorite mods. It makes life so much easier. Yo, what is the hacksaw? Oh, I know what it is. Again, I'm walking in circles. It's in my sling bag. Over there. And the crafting UI, it's part of a mod set by a creator called Rocco. So if you're interested... Oh, I don't have a hacksaw actually. Because it's in the car. If you go into the comment section under one of the previous live streams, there is this guy, Timo, who posted a whole bunch of different useful mods related to UI. So if you just follow his suggestions, you'll find all of these. Now, I don't want to disassemble furniture in my house, so I'm just gonna go back to the neighbors. Yikes. I'm just gonna go back to the neighbors and you know, break down their stuff. Because why not? Oh! She has motion sickness, guys, so poor driving is justified. They did nerf it, but I don't really have other choice, right? Like, there is no better way for me to... Jesus! Oh, this is nice. I'm taking this. I could technically try and find a box of nails. Yeah, you're right. Chairs and beds. It's wasting time on this furniture. You know, and the fact that you're not even getting any experience points now for this disassembling furniture is just making it so incredibly tedious. Yep, that's the one. Exactly. Oh, a nail! We found one! Let's go! Just one more. For now, of course. We'll need much more later. We got two! We got 2 nails. I am actually able to make a trap. Nice. And we absolutely need to smoke. Mask is on, okay. What I don't like is, I think because I created the second character, I am no longer getting the message that I am fully protected. It's just my assumption, based on nothing but, you know, like observations. But normally I would have that prompt saying I'm fully protected, and now I don't have it, which doesn't make me feel comfortable. And the last thing I need are 2 planks to make a box trap. And I did have a log over there which I can saw into planks. Cool. Yeah, eventually I will have to go to a warehouse of some sort. That's absolutely the way to go. Because I'm gonna need tons of different equipment. And my best bet is to go into the mass genfac warehouse, which is just outside of Irvington. It's not that far away. Okay. I can actually have 2. Well, even better. Cool. 2 snare traps. Now the problem is different. I don't have any bait. I do not have bait for... this is nice. This is gonna look nice over here. There we go. I don't have any bait that I could use to catch any small animals. Because, if I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken, but if I'm not mistaken, for rabbits and stuff, I would need like carrots or cabbages. And for raccoons as well. Then again, if I would find a raccoon, I would probably not eat it. Oh, I was supposed to make the trough. So I need 1 more plank. Now this tree is not gonna give me a log, no chance. In fact, I'm just gonna use this one. Oh, and it's getting late already. Cool. Time to go to sleep. A snack and we go to sleep. Okay, a chocolate. Okay, so the idea is I'm gonna be collecting water here, all the like rainwater and stuff, and I'm gonna have a fire which will make it easier for me to cook it. And make it not tainted. Did I just misclick? Yeah, I just misclicked. It's okay. And I have to put the vinegar away. The vinegar is such a good thing because it's used for food preservation. Oh, we're still hungry. And very hungry, actually. Okay. Something more nutritious? Corn? Well, corn is not necessarily nutritious, but, well, it's better than nothing. This cricket is gonna go bad before I even get to a point where I can fish. Fishing hook. What do I need to make a fishing hook? Because I don't remember. Carve a bone fishing. Oh, it's carving. Level 5. Wasn't there a way to make a fishing hook out of a paperclip? Or am I imagining things? Will she make it before the night? She will. Nice. Okay, now it's time to go to sleep. Because I think you were able to make the fishing hook from a paperclip. Bait shop near Echo Creek. Where exactly? Oh, she's sad. We gotta get something sweet into her system. Okay, is it collecting water? It is! It's collecting water. Okay, so access to water is, let's just say, kind of solved. It's not sustainable. I would much rather build a water pump and just simply pump the water from the pond. But getting a water pump is gonna be a challenge. Hold on, guys. I gotta check something on the Wikipedia because I don't remember exactly. See, I made a video about this and I forgot about trapping. What are the baits I can use to attract small animals? The snare trap. There it is. It can catch squirrels, it can catch rabbits, and it can catch raccoons as well. So for squirrels and for rabbits, apples, bell peppers, bananas, cabbage, carrots, popcorn. Popcorn? Hey, I actually have popcorn. Peanuts, peanut butter, potato, tomato. Potato, tomato. Funny. Okay. Yeah, it needs to be 75,000 at least. Hold on. I think what I'm gonna try and do, since I do have popcorn, I'm gonna try and light the fire, make the instant popcorn. Then I'm gonna take the popcorn, take the snare traps, go all the way across this field, and try to set the snare traps. Where's the popcorn? Here it is. We'll see if it's working. Now, if my memory serves me right, I think the timer for the trap ticks every hour. There. This is so nice. Getting all warm and cozy next to a fire. There we go. Do I have a pen or a pencil or anything that I can use to write? I don't. So I'm gonna go back just to be able to mark the spot. I should always carry it with me. There, this way. Hey, Lars! Wow, it's been ages! How are you? If I get across this field, there's like a small forest, and I want to set these snare traps at the edge of this forest, exactly over here. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know what to say. You made me blush. We're all good. We're having fun. It's been fun. It's been difficult from time to time, but it's been fun. Oh, come on. Oh, you're not serious. Oh, okay. So it means that this bait doesn't... Yeah, that's also an option. I mean, the cold has not been a major issue for now. At least I haven't... apart from the snowstorm, which was just insane. The temperatures have not been really taking a toll on us. Now the problem is I am unable to use popcorn as bait. Violets. I don't need violets. Cabbage or apples or carrots. That's what I want. Well, okay, I'm not gonna... Berries are also fine, but... oh, I forgot to mark the spot, by the way, guys. See, I took the the pencil specifically to mark the spot where I placed the traps. And I placed the traps and I didn't mark the spot. Well done. Then I would be looking for these traps for ages. There we are. Traps. A good symbol for traps. Don't like any of them. Ooh, poison berries. Are they instant death, by the way, if you eat them? Because I never dared to do so. You need the symbols mod. I do have one, but I think there are more. Now we are in a farmland. We should have a high chance of finding some sort of vegetables. And yet we're finding nothing. Nothing at all. Yo, really nothing. Like... Oh! Oh, it doesn't look like an apple, doesn't it? Okay, so the only thing that comes to my mind now that I have so many berries is just making pancakes. And eating pancakes with berries. Yeah, like wild potatoes and stuff. So I would love to find carrots, because this way I would be able to attract rabbits. But, you know, not today apparently. I do have the pancake mix. And I think it only needs water, right? A fork and... oh, a bowl. Oh, damn, I don't have one. Okay, so no pancakes for us. It needs a whisk. I do have a whisk, that's for sure. I have the proper tool for mixing it, but I don't have the bowl. Alright. Next time. I'm a huge fan of pancakes, by the way. And both like your typical regular pancakes, but there are also some other like versions of pancakes that we tend to cook. My wife does amazing pancakes made out of pumpkin or from sweet potatoes. So you mash sweet potatoes or you mash a pumpkin and you mix it with a bit of yogurt and stuff, and you add a bit of baking powder, and these make excellent pancakes. And the only thing you need to fulfill the meal is just add some nuts on top, and obviously some maple syrup. Jeez, guys, you have no idea how good that is. I'm gonna go and see the next house, because it's not far away from here. They're practically neighbors. Yeah, as expected. We'll have to clear them out a bit first. Oh, no, 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 it's a... Why didn't I manage to... Is my aim so bad, or what's wrong? Because I think I got it spot on, actually. Okay, I'm thinning the group out a little bit. Now it's manageable. I don't know, guys. I don't feel really... Ooh, look at the hall. Oh, wow. I don't feel confident in combat today. So something's off. I'm not really effective in combat. Everything feels just like borderline lucky. I'm not sure why. Hey, more tobacco. Wow, okay. I was worried that one of the things that I will really struggle with is would be finding access to tobacco. That's why I was really I was reluctant taking the smoker trait. No, actually, it's pretty decent. The health bar is insanely useful because it gives you some sort of a an expectation. Again, I missed. I don't know. I'm misjudging the distance on this rake. The health bar gives you some sort of an expectation on how much more effort you need to put into taking out the particular zombie. And let's face it, it's not like... Normally, if you would be in this situation, you wouldn't fight a creature that has a health bar over their heads. So it's not necessarily something that's like fully immersive. But then again, you would be able to judge, you know, even high level, if the zombie is still in decent shape or if it's starting to, you know, like fall apart. Exactly what, yeah, exactly what I said, Ramon, right? It's kind of borderline. Yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with you. More... Is it just one? Or yeah, it's just one. Okay, one is okay. If there was more, I would just lock the door and not care. Okay, maybe we'll find a bowl. Who knows? Oh, but a can. Sweet. And there's also a dish towel, which I'm gonna use immediately to dry myself. Not great. Visual indicators like model change. Yeah, but imagine how much complexity that would add to the game engine. Would it, on the other hand? Probably wouldn't, actually. Oh! Okay, we got a key to this taxi. Now let's, it's probably... Oh, it's dead. Doesn't matter. But a bandage and a cash box. I'm just gonna take it out of curiosity to see how much money is inside. I'm also gonna check the trunk. The trunk is empty. All right. No bowl. No generator magazine in the mailbag. You never know. It's always, you know... If you don't check, you won't know. And the suspension on this van is really being tested with all these zombies over here, right? So many of them, jeez. Another one! Oh, imagine if he would catch fire, if he would enter the garage and accidentally set stuff on fire and burn the farm. How much money is in the cash box? Wow, $7. What am I gonna do with all of that cash? Smacznego. Okay, let's disassemble all these things. Jeez, it's gonna take a while. I don't see how I am going to hit level 3 of electrical. What's a loot box mod? Never heard of it. I got so much tobacco with me that I have to put at least some of it away because I'm carrying way too much. Needlessly, actually. Yeah, there is no point in carrying so much tobacco. Okay. So, something happened. My dogs had a beef. They don't normally do that. So what's a loot box mod? There's a mod on PC where all the items are loot boxes, so they are random. Oh. Okay. Sounds very... Doggo spotted... Yeah, he spotted a zombie. No, the thing is, they're behind me on a couch. And since they are both behind me on a couch, the smaller guy got upset that the bigger one jumped on the couch and started digging in the couch. This rarely happens, actually. But this loot box thing, okay, I don't want to sound weird and stuff, but it sounds like something that would appeal to Gen Z, basically. I don't know, the concept of loot boxes, for me, it just sounds like, you know, Counter-Strike loot boxes with gun skins. So maybe I'm just biased. I'm gonna eat all these berries. I'm gonna eat all the berries and I'm gonna throw up. Yeah, I can totally see that it would be interesting to stream. So like to add some excitement, right? And some randomness into everything. Yeah, maybe. You know what's funny? I'm not carrying any kind of I'm not carrying any bags. I'm not having a single backpack or remove curtains. I'm gonna make a sling bag, something that I will just keep with me for all the things that I might find useful, which I don't want to leave at home whenever I get out. Now it's 6 p.m, so it's too late to go out and do something productive, but it's too early to go to sleep. I didn't time this day like all too well. So I'm gonna grab the most useless skill book that I have, which is the first aid. No, hold on, it's actually not useless. Now when I think of it, if I will be able to hit level 2 in first aid, I will be able to know if I am actually infected with Nox. I have the antibodies mod. I found a backpack that has a water section in it, and it's default, so it was vanilla, wasn't from any kind of a mod. Because what I like for carrying water, the thing that I like the most is just finding the canteen, the wearable canteen, because it has really good capacity and you know, it reduces the weight that you carry. It has no mod indication, so maybe you can post a screenshot. I would love to see that. If you could like post a screenshot in the Discord, that would be awesome. Oh yeah, base back, hydration backpack. Okay, cool. Why did we wake up so early? We didn't want to wake up this early. Oh, we got a book called Doggy Treats, A Weight Loss Miracle by Christopher Benson. Babe, I have a book about dogs. You're not impressed. I thought so. You have enough dogs in your life. Yeah, me too. Okay, going to the car. I'm gonna finish up reading the first aid and what is the car? Over here. And I'm gonna go check the last house, so the third one. Oh, I forgot I have the animal care to read as well. Okay. Bandage goes into the glove box. Is my mask on? It is, okay. A pig! What's it doing here? It's not my pig, isn't it? Thank you. I'll check it out later. Now the cool thing is, now that I've managed to get this, I can have bones. And before I go anywhere, I'm gonna make a proper meal. Like a proper meal this time, you know? So we're gonna use the pan, you know, some spices, because I do have some, so we're gonna actually have something proper to eat. Where is the pan? There it is. I'm gonna add potatoes. Oh, guys, it's gonna be a feast. A bit heavy on the pork side. But, you know, why not? And I also have butter. Ah, shit, I've added too much pork. Let's just compensate that with more seasoning. Yeah, but I overdid it. Now the only thing we need is some wood. Oh, a sow head. We're gonna have a companion. Creepy. I think 1 hour is not enough to cook it, right? I think you actually need more. Yeah, this will be more than enough. Babe, herbatka later. Dziękuję. An absolute feast. I could do something productive in the meantime, but I won't. Hey, Raven. Hello. The hydration backpack is only backpack size, but has higher weight reduction than a big hiking. Oh, cool. And what's the capacity of it? How much you've missed? Rewind the first 15 minutes, around the 15th minute. You will know what I mean. If you rewind to like, yeah, 15 minutes since the stream start. $12 capacity. Yeah, so for like a light combat backpack when, I mean, you're not doing like a massive loot run. Makes sense. This was good. After a couple of days of eating just, you know, chips and canned food, to actually have a decent, nutritious meal is just feeling really good. I'm still losing weight though, so this is something that requires some action. But we will worry about it later. Okay, so the idea now is to go to check the last house. And if I don't find anything useful in the third house, I should probably invest more time into carving so I can get a fishing hook and start fishing, because that's the best way to keep the character not losing weight. Now the third house is a little further out. Yeah, exactly. You know, imagine this. I was all energized, happy to start the stream. Everything was going, you know, going well, and boom, you're dead. We got a bobber. Oh, we got a bobber. Kurwa bobr. Exactly. Exactly. We've got... Oh, bowl! We're gonna make pancakes! Oh, it was worth... You know, it was so worth going here. Happy days. Portable fish oil extractor. I have no idea what this is. It's added through one of the mods. I have no clue what it does, but I'm gonna take it. Because why not? I still don't have the fishing hook though, so the bobber is not the ultimate solution, but it's gonna fix the problem of bait. Mask is on, okay. You know what? It's quite early. I wonder what's happening around the Irvington farm. Oh, rabbits. Yo, you cannot see the road because of all of the snow. You just gotta... I have to drive by memory, actually. Oh wow, as expected, tons of zombies. Oh Jesus Christ. Sheesh. This is insane. I don't think I'm getting any animals, guys. In fact, let me, since I'm already here, let me check the... Let me check the road to Irvington. Maybe they all spawned over there and the warehouse is actually gonna be empty. I sincerely doubt it. But it's worth a shot. Hey Bree, hope you have a wonderful day too. Mine was pretty good actually. What is open? What's open? Did I say open? I meant if it's like without zombies. Because there is a pretty sizable warehouse. Just... like almost there. Just a bit further. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out the warehouse, huh? Yeah, this is what I meant. This is the warehouse. Yo, I'm not in a mood to fight these things. Not without proper preparation. In fact, in order to clear that, I would probably need to temporarily move into this house that I passed by and just, make a couple of attempts. There are so many zombies. This looks fairly good, actually. I'm gonna check this house as well. Hold on. It has a garage. So there is a remote chance of finding something useful. Sometimes there is fishing equipment in the garages as well, so you never know. Okay, I was stuck in the tree, that's why I wasn't able to land a solid kick. Oh, the rake broke! The rake broke. Emergency. Oh, huge emergency. Paging Dr. Beat. Yeah, forget it. I gotta come better prepared. I have to have a couple of spears and just play it the smart way. But that garage is tempting me. It's definitely worth checking. Oh, and I lured some of the guys from the farm. Oh wait, oh, there is a medicine. There is a medicine zombie here as well. So a high. Oh shit, that was bad idea. That was a bad idea. Dear engine, please don't die. Yo, this is crazy. How are you supposed to manage this? I mean, with fire, probably, right? Get a molly, lure them into the field, and just burn them. So many. Whoops. Pipe grenades. Yeah, probably. Some sort of explosives. Weapons of mass destruction. Napalm. I do have napalm. The mod to make napalm. But I am not an engineer, so I don't have the recipes. Okay, but at least we know right now that any kind of a trip to Irvington is something that requires massive planning and preparation. Because if the outskirts of Irvington look like this, I don't even want to think what's happening in the city center. And I also have to be smart with fuel because I am at half the fuel tank, and I don't think I will be able to find any fuel actually. So if I use this up, I blew up 2 last floors in the LV hospital because I ran out of ammo. Yep. You gotta do what you gotta do. At least I got some supplies, and I have the bowl, which will allow me to make the take manual. Oh, there is a manual inside. How to extract fish oil for dummies. That's cool. 10 kilograms of painkillers. Don't overdose, man. Because, you know, that sounds like overdose. Man, the lighter is already, like, done. The thing with lighters, it's so stupid. They run out of, you know, like, fuel so fast. Oh, this looks badass, actually. And what? Can I extract oil? Fish oil? Refined fish oil extraction. It takes a portable fish oil and a fish, and what it gives me is fish oil. And fish oil, I don't know what's it used for, but it's fish oil, so. Okay, so now that I've lost the rake, I gotta find spears. I mean, not find, I have to make spears. Oh, geez, no. Can you guys hear that? Whoopsie. Now we don't want to have anything to do with that noise. I hate that noise. Okay, carving then. Carving is what we need to focus on. What's my level of carving, by the way? It's 3 already. It's not bad. But the fishing hook is carving level 5. I do have the whetstone, which is not a problem. Sharp bone. Where do you get the sharpened bone fragment? Sharpened bone. You need... Oh, I actually can do it already. That's nice. Carve a fleshing tool. Sweet. Sharpened bone. $16 experience points. Oh, bad. But yeah, it's a long way to hit level 5, isn't it? Okay, so I do have everything for the fishing hook. Like everything. I just don't have the skill to do that. Sort recipes list. Can I sort it by... Oh, absolutely. A war hatchet head. Nice. Fishing oil minus... Oh, 10... like 1,000 calories. Nice. And it's fat, so it's gonna keep me... It's gonna help me keep the weight on. So I absolutely need to... You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make all of these because you never know. Sometimes you have these things required as tools for different things. And now that I have the... Can I assemble a hatchet? Yeah, I will be able to do that. A tree branch and leather strips. Not a problem. I think there actually was a zombie here that had a leather coat. Dziękuję. Tea time, folks. So now all I need is a tree branch and I will be able to make a legit bone hatchet. Okay, I think it's gone. I am making my very own Stone Age type weapons. It's pretty cool. Now that's an interesting idea, Bird. I'm not sure how you came up with it. Oh, it's too hot. I'm gonna replace the legit hatchet because I think it's just such a high quality item that yeah, it's like you don't want to waste it. You don't want to lose it. Oh, there's the helicopter again. And this is used oh, so it's like a replacement for a needle. Okay. Alright. I didn't know what it does. Okay, so let's keep on carving. Carve 4 small handles out of a wooden rod. I have 5 wooden rods. Actually, you know what? It makes sense. Let's make those small handles. No. Forget it. I'm gonna be making these medium handles actually because they give me much more experience out of the same amount of wooden rods. Ah, okay, fair enough. That makes sense. I'm not watching Discord right now. That's it. Keep that experience coming. Sweet. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these medium handles. Okay, I think it's gone. Finally. Sharp long bone. Hey, could it be used as a spearhead? I'm gonna check it once she finishes crafting this one. Yeah! Yeah, you can actually do that. It's just, ooh. Oh, I'm making this. But I don't have this. No, I'm not making this. Long sharp bone, a long stick or a sapling, and some duct tape. Okay. Nah. I think the carving experience points is actually far more. Carving handles single simulator. Jesus. Oh, that was savage. Okay, I think we survived the helicopter. Hungry, at a breaking point, uncomfortable. Yep, I am absolutely eating all of it. Still not enough to stop the drainage of the weight. We're still losing weight. So maybe some sweets to... I'm full. Okay, no chance to eat anything else. That's a nice problem to have, actually. Okay, time to go to sleep. Or should I finish reading the first aid book? Yeah, I think I'll finish reading first. Still some time to... for it to make sense. Like an hour and a half or something. Till 10. Always a couple of pages. Okie dokie. Now we go to sleep. Okay, so I managed to get carving like halfway through, oh, even more than halfway to level 4. Which is not bad. Hey, Sarah. Hello to you. Hey, 1 zombie killed. Boy, was I productive. But all in all, look, it was actually a really interesting day. We got our first experience in butchering, got some carving in. Nice, good stuff. Now, I'm not wearing a mask. Remember about wearing the mask. Oh, I cannot... Okay, I didn't know that the bone hatchet doesn't allow you to... Oh, well, hello there. Now it must have... Oh, cigar, sweet. It must have been drawn by the helicopter. No doubt. I wasn't aware that the bone hatchet doesn't allow you to cut trees down. Which is not perfect. So I'm just gonna collect all these tree branches. I was thinking about setting up farming, but at these temperatures it would make no sense at all. All the plants would die anyway. So farming for securing access to like carbohydrates is not an option. I would have to rely on foraging, probably. Yeah, I remember there was a... Oh, survival tape. Maybe someday I will have electricity, you never know. Now the zombies start to decompose slowly. And it's probably too dark to do anything. No, it's not. Okay, so we are making an endless loop, guys. We are carving wooden rods. And once we get the wooden rods, we are gonna carve something out of the wooden rods, and we are gonna just repeat the process until we hit level 5 and get that fishing hook. Why is it winter in July? That's a fantastic question. That's because we are playing a weird combination of mods and challenges. Essentially, what we do is we have Winter is Coming challenge, which just adds winter in July. And yeah, on top of it, it has the Eternaut mode, which makes winter like everlasting and deadly, so... Or I should just reply that, you know, the character woke up middle of July, everybody was dead, and they still were walking and trying to eat you. And to add to the, you know, to the dramatic effect of things, it started snowing. Carve a bone spoon. 33 experience points. Well, let's do that. Yay, carving level 4. Sweet. Oh, nice. Now I can do the sewing needles, which give 66 points of experience each. You know what? We're not that far away, actually. What's a spork? Is it like a spoon and a fork? Because that's what it sounds like, but I have no idea what that is. Oh, okay. Now the weather is definitely not good for foraging, so I'm not going to be foraging. Hey, hold on, I have a pig's head. Shouldn't I be able to... I should be able to take the pig's head and turn it into a skull, and then I should be able to smash it into bone pieces, I guess. I just need some sort of a knife to do it. Yeah, slice animal head. Yeah, and it does the creepy thing that you have the animal brain. Ugh. Why did I break a... Okay, I broke a glass. I don't know why. Whatever. We are smashing the pig's skull. We're gonna have more materials for carving. Yeah, 2 tusks, some bone pieces, and animal teeth. Can I do anything with it? Oh, I can carve dice! Huh, that's cool. Not that it does anything, unless we're gonna get that mod that adds board games. Yes, if I smoke outdoors, I die. I cannot remove the mask outdoors. There is, if you guys watch my videos, especially the series which is called the Mod Shed, I made a video about video games. not only video games, all kinds of different games that are available, like mods adding different games. And I had a chance to talk to the mod creator, and he said he's currently working on something really interesting, which is adding board games. So essentially the idea is to have all kinds of different board games which were used in the 90s. And he even mentioned that what he's trying to do is to add a multiplayer component into those board games. Which would be insane! If you could, like, play board games inside Project Zomboid, and if that would actually be a multiplayer type of a thing. Okay, the weather is definitely nicer. So maybe I should go and try and forage. You know what? I'm tempted to go through the field. Maybe I'll just be lucky and find some vegetables which I could use to you know, to finally set those traps. And maybe, you know, just by a stroke of luck, I would find some animal bones. It's probably not gonna happen, but you know, it's worth a shot. Why not? Berries. Also, given the fact that this is, you know, winter is coming. Oh, sweet, nice. It's nice to level up foraging, because I am absolutely gonna be relying on this skill a lot. But sadly, it's mostly just berries. I haven't found a single vegetable yet. I haven't found a wild potato, no wild tomatoes, nothing. No carrots, no cabbages. I'm not sure if it's actually because of the weather, but it's just weird. Any word on Build 42 multiplayer? No, sadly. Guys, finally a vegetable. Okay, onion. Not perfect, because I'm not gonna catch a rabbit on an onion, but having an onion will, you know, allow me to make some sort of a meal, actually. Oh, there's a... I wonder if he's looking for mushrooms or something. Nope, absolutely not. You cannot farm. So that's the whole point. Because if you determine the health of plants, one of the factors that determines the health of plants is temperature. So if you have temperatures which are below 0, you know, the plants won't last. So unless we are able to build some sort of a greenhouse, which I don't think is actually a thing, then not really. But, you know, long term, this is something that I would potentially consider to try and see if I could make a greenhouse. Okay, what are my traps? Okay, I already passed them. Found mushrooms, but not the type I would like to find. But at least it's experience points, right? Oh, but these are good. These are absolutely good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So if I would set up just... if I would build like some sort of a, you know, like a wooden shed or something, put a roof on top of it, then maybe it should work. Then you would need to water these plants manually because they would not be getting water from the rain. I'm still here, yeah. We're still alive and kicking. We're taking it slow, but we're alive, which is great. It's the same Charnash. Nothing has changed. We are in day 5, so... not bad. What I'm trying to do right now is to level up my carving so I can get to level 5 and start fishing. Twigs, you serious? The least useful thing. Best bet would be to enable indoor crops on Sandbox. I'm not sure it's off. Is that a setting on Sandbox? Hold on, you got me thinking now. This is a setting that allows you to have farms on different levels, so like on rooftops and stuff. But where do you have the indoor farming? Ah, kill crops grown inside. Okay. It makes no sense, this thing. Like, from pure logic, I mean, as long as they would have access to sunlight, then what's the reason for the plants not to grow inside? I mean, we've been doing it as humanity for ages. I could make jams, absolutely. I mean, I have so much berries. I could probably get, you know, sugar poisoning out of eating all of those. I mean, 16. Crazy. Can I make the jams actually? Jam. I can play NBA Jam. I don't think I don't think that was what we were thinking. Oh, make jar of roe. I don't think I have the mod enabled. Actually. Oh, I know what I wanted to make. I wanted to make a drying rack. Do I have everything required? Yeah, I do. It's carpentry. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Twine. Twine is a problem because I don't have enough. Long sticks. Long sticks is made out of... not in this menu. What is long stick made out of? It's made out of saplings, damn it. And only... no, okay, ice hockey. Sure, hockey sticks. Yes, I will definitely find tons of hockey sticks, right? They're everywhere in the wild. Nice. I think what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna do something really, really sad, and I'm just gonna go kill another animal, and I'm gonna make a stew. Well, it's not a stew, a roast. Out of... Now I know I know that the refrigerator is not working. I just want to have all the perishable food in a place that normally perishable food would be in. Luckily, no, the animals are here. I actually have some, because the place that I'm in, it has some animals by default. Long stings from planks. By default, or is it coming through a mod? Yeah, I should probably take care of these animals, huh? I don't think that's... Can I pick up the boar? No, I need a rope. I don't think I have a rope. I know where to find rope. But there is no chance for me to, like, physically get there without risking my life at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna extend this gonna make it bigger. So that it covers this entire area. And make it just one large zone. Yeah, but I have tons of, really, like, a lot of animals here, which is great. So, technically speaking, I should probably be able to sacrifice... do I have a boar here, by the way? I do. There are 2 sows and 1 boar, so I would be able to... I don't need another boar, that's fine. Sorry. Had to be done. Oh, butchering level 1. Sweet. That's good. We want it. We absolutely want it. Where is it? Here it is. That's great. It's really great, actually. Just RIP. Yeah, it's always sad. You never want to do it, right? It's, you know, I really like animals, so it's not easy. It never is. Never is. I'm just gonna get rid of the bones for now. I'll work on them later. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna work on the meat first. Because I want some solid food. Because we are still losing weight. That's not good. Okay. Roast. We will be able to actually make 2, guys. So 1. And once I eat it, I will be able to make another one. But let's not overdo it this time. Mash 4 berries to create a mashed berry. I need to like go back to how the food preservation mod was working. I wasn't really like using it for a while, as most of the time that I've been playing recently was like really hectic types of playthroughs, not ones really focused on long-term survival. So don't have any memory on how to do it. What are my spices? I think they're over here. Pepper. Maybe if jars and lids wouldn't be so rare. They are too rare for how much how much jars people use on a daily basis. It's yet another of these, insane things that make no sense. Because normally, just go to your kitchen. You will probably find multiple jars. And yet, in this game, to find a jar, 1 in every 15 houses has it. And then you have to resort to things like making your own. Blowing your own jars through glass making. Who does that? Actually, it's not that complicated. It's really underdeveloped, that's for sure. If you tried glassmaking, Dave, now it's gonna be a shameless plug, but you maybe might want to check out the video I made on glassmaking, because I do like a complete walkthrough on what is supposedly the best way to level it up. Now, the most complex thing I found about glassmaking is actually making a glass-blowing pipe. It took me like 20 minutes to figure out how to make one. But in the video, I am explaining all the steps, and essentially you don't need to develop glassmaking beyond level 5, because there is nothing there. Yeah, it's the pipe out. I explain exactly how to get it. Basically, you need to you get it through pottery. You need to have the working bench, the one where you do all the when you do the rolling stuff. And there is an option there to make the glass blowing pipe. So you're essentially not able to level up glass making if you don't invest time also into pottery. Bird, speaking about canning, metalworking is even worse. Yes, I totally agree, by the way. I actually know how to do it. I know how to preserve food, like in real life. We managed to acquire this skill with my wife, again through my dogs, because at some point we had our dogs on barf, one of them actually. And first we were giving him like raw, but then it was cooked meat. And since we had to go, we were going on a trip with the dogs, and we were going for a couple of days to a place where there was no refrigerator, so we could not rely on food, fresh food, which was without a refrigerator. So we learned the canning skill, and it's actually pretty easy. It just takes time. But the fact is, once we've done it, we had the jarred food, the jarred meat in jars, and we kept it for 6 months, opened it up, and it was absolutely fresh, and it was kept outside of the refrigerator. So the thing actually works, and it's insanely effective. You just need to, yo, Dave, what did you do? Oh my god, thank you. Yo, that's I'm speechless. I don't know what to it's gonna sound really funny, but I don't even know how it works, honestly speaking. But thank you for this. It's wow. I'm blushing. I don't know what to say. Thanks a lot. Yeah. I think we're gonna have a glass of gin to celebrate that. What do you mean? No, of course thanks is needed. Come on, you didn't have to do it. It's really nice of you. Thank you, really appreciate it. No, I'm just gonna take 100 milliliters. She's not a drinker. 200 is gonna be like deadly dose for her. So let's raise a glass to Dave. Appreciate it. Yo, she's plastered. Yo, if she would have those 200 milliliters, she would pass out on the floor completely. We gotta get some calories in. So what I like to do when I make characters, I like to reflect, you know... Why is she a ball of rage? Oh, is that the effect of her being, like, wasted? And now she has this, like... You know, some people, when they drink too much, they you know, God mode turns on for them, and they start to become really... difficult to manage. I don't recall ever seeing this Moodle. Seriously in a bad mood. Okay, we need to fix your mood, girl. Let's read a book. You know, there are several ways that a person can get drunk. And there are people who, you know, turn into like sweethearts and they want to hug everyone. And now it's going to sound really funny, I shouldn't say it, but I am this type of person. So whenever I drink a bit too much, I always tell my wife I love her so much and that she's so important to me and that I'm so happy that she's with me. You know, I become this like real sweetheart. But there are people who become incredibly annoying and like, you know, they want to fight with everyone. I had this friend back in my previous job, and the way that he worked, it was really funny because with every single beer that he had, the volume of him speaking was going up. So like each beer, you like add 10 decibels. And, you know, he was at some point getting to a level which was becoming so incredibly annoying. But yeah, people react differently. And I am actually a softie, and not a big one, actually. I'm not that big. I'm actually quite short, to be honest. Nice, nice. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Dave. Really. I was hoping we would be sleeping for a bit longer. You know what? Let's take a pill. Booze and sleeping pills. What could go wrong? Okay, 6:30. It's almost perfect. You know what we should get? We should also have the hangover mechanic in the game. So if you get wasted on the previous day, your character should have a headache, should be sweating, you know, having nausea, for some extra immersion. I wonder if there's a mod for that. Well, I am a terrible butcher, guys. That's official. 5 ingredients. Dude, you're crazy. Hold on. Yo. Why? I don't know what. Why? Yes. Yeah, he's probably yeah, guys, I don't know what to say. I know these things do happen from time to time, but I would never like imagine Hold on, I need to collect myself for a moment here. I'll be back in a moment, okay? Just give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay. I'm good. Yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. As a person that works, and values money, in a sense that I understand that it's always, it's a challenge often for people to get by. It's wow. Yeah, I'm kind of flabbergasted. I think that's a word. Yeah. So anyway, let's keep this rolling and make this still like, let's keep it going, right? So I kind of lost track of what I wanted to do. So the idea was to level up carving, yes, because we gotta start fishing. Fishing is gonna give us the essential ingredients. It's gonna give us protein. Fish are nutritious. They can get fish oil, which is gonna give us fats, and this way we are able to completely control the weight. Once we get the weight under control, it's not like we've broke the game, because no, but still, that's a massive step forward into making a long-term survival. Water is fixed. How much water we have? 16. Yeah, 16 liters. Then again, water is never going to be an issue with this, right? So, food and water. Yeah, fish oil, seaweed, and mismatched boots. And socks. Don't forget about socks. The biggest treasure of every fisherman. The greatest catch of them all. Oh no! Yo, the fire went out. Jeez, I was hoping it would last till the roast was finished. Oh well, that's okay. We're just gonna find some more fuel for the fire and restart. Sure. So basically where I am, yeah, the map isn't really sophisticated. Just to give you some context, Echo Creek is over here. By the end of this road, we have Irvington. And this thing over here, it's called the Cattle Road. And I think it's called the Cattle Road because there is this huge Irvington cattle farm over here, which is kind of a famous place, I guess. And this is one of my favorite base locations in all of Project Zomboid. There are tons of people on Reddit who actually live here and do some really cool stuff with this base. Like for example, with the pond over there, they build animal pens next to the pond, so the animals have free access to water, which is very efficient because you don't need to then worry about rain to have water for your animals. It's really smart. Irvington is absolutely amazing. Let me just say this. Out of all the towns in Build 42, and this is not even a discussion, and I don't want to have a discussion, Irvington is by far the best one. I would definitely recommend checking it out because it's large, it has pretty much everything you need. So it's a place that once you settle there, you can just live there for the end of your life. And it's pretty pretty well organized. There are different things in different areas of the city. It has my favorite construction house, the Hobbs and Perkins. It's a huge store with construction materials, tools. It's really awesome. So when I was playing Build 41, I spent most of my days in Muldrow. So when Build 42 came in, I wanted to try something different. Uh-oh, am I out? Oh, guys, I'm out of matches, actually. Uh-oh. Luckily, I do have some spare lighters, but we will need to fix that problem long term. Because once I run out of lighters... Oh shit, I have only one left. Oh, that's bad. And normally that would not be a problem because I would be able to light the cigarette off a fire, right? And you can make this this plank which allows you to start a fire, but we're not going to be able to do that in this mode because I would not be able to light a fire outside because I would instantly die. Jim, the logs actually are 6 hours. So they last long. They're decent. Have I seen the villain north of Akron at all? Which one? The car lighter. You're right. Thank you, Hot Sauce. I didn't think of it. Absolutely. The car lighter is the solution. See? Oh, okay. It's burning. Forgot about it. That's a good call. Thank you. I would probably figure that out at some point. But that's why I have you. That you guys help me out with these things. Okay, back to carving. Back to carving. Carving. Trying to figure out the best way. Now I'm absolutely doing the war hatchet head. The finger burners of the 90s. That's not a thing anymore, isn't it? My car does have a cigarette. Yeah, my car does have a lighter. The one that I drive now. But the one that I'm getting, because we are getting a new car, my wife and I will be switching. I don't think it actually, or maybe it has. I don't know. I'm not a smoker myself, so I like never bothered. Carving. Still a long way to go, guys. 1,500 experience points. Jeez, that's a long way. It's gonna take a while. Nobody smokes anymore. Yeah, it's become really like... Well, not nobody. I know people that smoke, but they are definitely the minority. And the drinking as well. Especially, you know, like a younger generation. The drinking became kind of like lame, I guess. Now they just do drugs now. Thank you, Hot Sauce. So that's actually why I do it. The whole idea was to try and Make something that's useful and that people appreciate. Because it genuinely makes me happy. Okay, I think I found... Okay, I think I found a loophole, guys. Gen Z couldn't handle hangovers. Yo. That's savage. Okay, that was a good loop. I've made smoking pipes out of those small handles, which I've made out of medium handles, or something like that, and managed to grind all the way to... Oh, wow. You know what? It's actually super easy. I'm gonna keep one smoking pipe because it's just cool. But I think few more tree branches actually. Where's my hatchet? The legit hatchet that allows you to cut down bushes. Well, for your health, it's probably good to do. But then again, I know people who will say that there is something that has to kill you, right? Okay, I gotta figure out, I gotta get some more tree branches. And if I would be able to get into that loop again. Alright. This is decent. 5 tree branches. When I was making the smoke sage, yeah, I get some sort of a trip on it. Yo, Jim, it's not easy, isn't it, right? That's why it's called addiction. Because it, you know, messes up with the chemistry in your brain. That's why it's so difficult. And it's not only this, it's any kind of an addiction actually, right? Isn't? So it could be cigarettes, it could be alcohol. It could be, you know, gaming, you know, internet, everything could be addictive, you know, as long as you know, the chemistry in your brain you know, starts to get messed up. That's why it's difficult. Okay, so check this out, guys. We're doing medium handles out of tree branches. We're getting 33 experience points per carve. Now, once we get those medium handles, we can carve small handles out of medium handles for another 16 each. And once we get the small handles, we can carve pipes out of those small handles, and each one gives us essentially 50. Which is enough to get Bonnie over here to level 5 carving. That's a W. You can organize twigs into bundles of 12, that's correct. My friend put together those warning pictures on smokes into a picture of a whole body. Yikes. What did it look like? I would imagine it didn't look good. Alright, so now, a fishing hook. A fishing hook. What is needed for a fishing hook? A sharp bone fragment. And a sharp bone fragment is... Oh, we can have one. It looked like Dorota Velman on a diet. We made it. We have a fishing hook. Oh, I'm so happy. And so hungry, by the way. Both in game and in real life, actually. I should eat something before I go to sleep. So what do I need to make a fishing rod now? A wooden rod and a twine. Oh shit, I used up all of my wooden rods, guys. I will need to make another one. And where is my twine? Where is my twine? I'm sure I had it somewhere. I lost the twine. Has to be somewhere. Do whetstones have durability? I think they don't, actually. I mean, the tooltip doesn't say. Oh, actually it does. It does have condition, see? Alright. So technically, yeah, you can use them, probably. But I would imagine it takes you ages. A plank or a tree branch. Okay, I gotta find another... I gotta go get one more tree branch. There it is. Let's get some heat into the system. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Napping as a skill. Again, the funny thing is, when I was doing the video about carving, it was one of the first episodes I've made of the masterclass. Because I figured it's an undiscovered skill, not a lot of people, you know, like use it. And I figured it's just gonna make like good content. And I was under the impression that the skill is just useless. But then I really came to appreciate how insanely useful it is. Because look, I am actually able to make so many useful things. What is the twine? I don't have enough twine to do the fishing rod. So that's not cool. I'll need to find twine after all. Or try to find dogbane. So we're gonna be foraging tomorrow because I don't have enough twine to make the fishing rod work. But going back to what I was saying, it's so essential for these types of playthroughs. It's incredible. They have completely. The wilderness starts now make sense. Though there are some loopholes. Because nails, for example, if you want to... I don't recall because I didn't really try like a complete wilderness run, but I think there are some like baseline things you need to have in order to be able to fully survive on a wilderness run. But since I don't have hands-on experience, I might be just, you know, yapping without any like substance. Oh, and by the way, hold on, guys. I forgot to check, but I think Eurobasket started. I gotta check if... I think Poland, my country, was playing Slovenia today. One sec. Let me check. Yo, why is it not on the front page? Hold on, one sec, guys. This is important. I'm a fan of basketball. Holy shit! We won! Yo! Incredible. Yo, Poland actually beat Slovenia. Luka Doncic my ass. Clean UI? Okay, I'll check it out. I do have a bit of, yeah, it's becoming a bit of a mess. I would agree. Okay, so one more thing which I plan to do today, guys, and I'm gonna be wrapping up the stream because we've been going on for 3.5 hours. Oh, wow. See, I told you, I had a nap before I started. And I was expecting the stream to be long, and it's officially the longest stream I've ever did. And I'm not really feeling tired, but just for the sake of, you know, being a responsible adult, I gotta go to work tomorrow. So it's probably not wise to play video games till 1 p.m., 1 a.m. Okay, guys. Fingers crossed. Dogbane. If we find Dogbane, we are like, we're done completely. What's my foraging level, by the way? It's oh, it's already 4, which is decent. Is Dogbane, are forests better for Dogbane, or I don't recall. I don't remember. But I am planning on doing like a longer walk, actually. Carrots! Oh, sweet! And an onion! Oh, geez, wow, okay. First thing first, I'm gonna go set the trap. I am going to set the trap first. More black sage. No. Dogbane, please. This I already found. Don't need more. Yo, I'm getting tons of XP in foraging. Like, tons of it. So, by the way, one of the things, see, I forgot, I plan on mentioning at the very beginning. I didn't make videos this week because I simply did not have the energy to do so because of work. So, I'm probably going to be doing videos over the weekend, and there's going to be more content on the channel. But only next week, guys. I do apologize for that. Streaming is a bit easier because I don't need to do all the pre-work, I don't need to do the recordings and stuff. So streaming is definitely easier from like the process itself. But granted, it's not as valuable as the videos because I know that a lot of you like use the videos. So I'm gonna be back with videos next week because this week work was just too much. We're actually working on a big deal in the company, and I was really involved in, you know, doing like sales presentations, figuring out the best way to approach them. And we're still not through, but at least progress was made. Onion, yes, we do. It's actually a second one. We already have 2. Couple of more and I would be able to... Yes! Let's go! Oh, I am so happy. Oh, I am so happy. You're top 10 in what, Bird? What are my traps, guys? Oh, here they are. Guys, now we're gonna do a quick tutorial on trapping. So the way that trapping works is you set the trap, you have the bait in your inventory, you right click on the trap, you add the bait, like this. Nothing changes. Nothing changes at all. Because it doesn't like have any animation, it doesn't show you that you have the bait. And you just leave. And you come back after a while to check the traps. And that's trapping. Oh, Nash said only 10% of players survive the first month. Okay. It took me a while to survive the first month, to be honest. And granted, it was on a really easy setting. Because this game is actually hard. If you follow Reddit, and probably some of you do. Nash just wrote about Reddit. There are people who are actually, you know, saying, I survived my first week, it's my biggest achievement. So this is not an easy game, but by no means. It's not an easy game to play. It's what makes it really fun. Oh, more onions. Yeah, with so much onions, I could make French onion soup. But in order to make proper French onion soup, I would need some extra ingredients. Red wine. We would need some specific herbs to do so. We would need cheese. I would agree with that, Raven. We do really enjoy onions. Oh, more onions! What a pool, guys. 4 fresh onions. I am absolutely able to make onion soup right now. The problem is I don't have a pot. Yo, look at this. That's sweet. Okay, I gotta turn off the search mode. Okay, I'm making the fishing rod and I am closing the stream for today, guys. Yeah, onion god bless. Exactly. Onion gods delivered. Twine. Craft twine, but I don't want to do it over a wooden rod. Would I lose the wooden rod? I don't know. I shouldn't, because it's just used to, like, you know, spin the dog bane around. Yeah, let's make all of it actually. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna try and catch a fish first. Let's see if there is any like substance in that, and if it was really, if all that effort that we've put into finding the all the necessary things to craft a fishing rod actually will pay off with a fish. I seriously doubt I will ever do any farming, but let's just, for the sake of keeping our base nice and tidy, let's just make sure everything is done properly. Okay, so we are going to equip the fishing rod, right? We are going to add bait. I should build like a small pier. But okay, there are bubbles. There is definitely, the water is active. Now it's just a waiting game. And patience. Jim, you had goulash for the first time last year? Oh, dude. You should try my goulash. It's one of the better dishes I make. I usually make it with pork neck or pork shoulder or a mixture of both. Large pieces, like that's the whole point in goulash. The meat pieces needs to be large. Obviously, they are like in specific blends of spices. And then what I would do is I would take bacon, chop the bacon in pieces, put it at the bottom of this large pot that I am making the goulash in. Once the bacon releases some of its fat, then the next thing would be onions, obviously, because that's essential for a good goulash. Then I put in all the pork, and I cover all of that with dark beer. And then it starts to boil in this like dark beer. It's not Guinness because it's like overkill, but come on, fish. Come on, do something. And then it boils in, in beer, and then I add extra vegetables. I usually go with red peppers and something green to add extra color. And that shit is amazing. I'm moving in. I don't have space yet. Maybe someday. I mean, the dream that we have, my wife and I, is to move out of the city into some sort of a small farmhouse. But it's hard. It takes time. Bread is essential, yes. There is also an alternative, which I'm pretty sure you know, Raven, and that is to make a potato pancake, which is also very typical. And yeah, oh guys, that's so savory. I normally wouldn't do that in summer because it's a type of a meal that you don't want to eat when it's hot outside because it's heavy, right? So I would normally do it in winter. So I am actually already thinking about the next ones I'm going to be doing. Some more No, I don't think. I still want. I still, I'm not considering this to be by far, like full time. I enjoy my my regular job. I find it really rewarding. I'm happy that I have it. I'm like really invested in it. And this is just a hobby, This is a way to interact with people, to have fun playing video games, and it's pretty awesome. And I would never buy a 10-room apartment in Warsaw. If I would have enough money to afford a 10-room apartment in Warsaw, which is one of the more expensive cities in Europe right now, that would be the last thing I would do. I would absolutely get out into the wild, somewhere where I could set up my own garden. I would have my own vegetables. I would have a couple of chickens running around, laying eggs. I would have my own energy. I would have my own compost. So kind of like, Project Zomboid vibe, but in real life. But definitely not an apartment in the city. No way. I live in the city, but I don't live off the city. I don't party too much. I don't go out. So if I'm to relax, I would rather go for a walk in the forest. So yeah, definitely that's my thing. Okay, guys, is this a shoe or is this a legit fish? What do you think? It acts kind of like a fish. And it is a rag. Okay, guys, that's a wrap. I'm done for today. It's been incredibly fun. But hold on, Björk is having a very important question. How is the beer situation in Poland? Explain it. Explain your question in more detail. I'm happy to answer. I will make a YouTube short explaining the goulash. I promise. Not this time, but I'll make one. I'll make one. It's gonna look really funny on my Project Zomboid channel. Maybe I'll just mix it with Project Zomboid somehow. But I will, promise. Just give me some time. If we have beers, we have tons of beer. In fact, let me check something very quick. Beer production globally. Beer production by country. Poland is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 8th producer of beer globally. We are actually ahead of United Kingdom. If that makes sense. So I think it's fairly good. And apart from, you know, like making really standard beer, nothing major, we also have tons of different craft beers. Bears. We also have bears in the south, in the mountains. Jesus, bear situation. Oh god. Okay, guys, it's almost midnight, so bear with me. Bear with me. Haha. We do have bears in the south, in the mountains, but only there, in Tatra Mountains. we are probably producing. Well, they're producing themselves, actually. Guys, I'm gonna wrap up. It's been an awesome stream, and one more time, Dave. I'm pretty sure you're already gone, but I really appreciate the donation. It was big, but all of you guys, thank you for being with me today, tonight. I've had tons of fun. We've made some really decent progress in the playthrough, and we're gonna be back with another stream on Monday. And we're going to pick up this story and see where the journey will take us. So have a great rest of your evening, or have the great rest of your day. And I'm going to go to sleep now because I got to go to work tomorrow. So take care, guys.